reaction. Let's hear from the man himself. Here's Luke Shaw.
Well, Luke, thanks for speaking to us. I imagine that one hurts.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it hurts a lot. Last minute, last action really, I think I got a little nudge, but of course the hand shouldn't be there, and of course I own up to it. I take it on the chin. It cost us the game, and yeah, it's tough.
So from your eyes then, yeah, you accept the decision that's been made?
I think, of course, I know I can't even explain, why my hand's up there. Of course, I said I got a nudge, maybe that helps with my arm going up, but still, it shouldn't be there. But I think even before the corner, the free kick that was given away before that was never a foul. I'm not looking for excuses for of course, what I'd done, but, I think there's no way that should have been given a foul that led to the corner before. So for me, maybe that shouldn't have even happened, that corner shouldn't have happened, but of course, I can't change that. I'm not accusing the ref of anything, but I think, yeah, for me it wasn't a foul before, but like I said, hands up. Silly mistake that, cost us a point at the end.
These incidents you're mentioning there, they came during a spell where Brighton really had some momentum towards the end there. What do you think was behind that? There was some real emotion inside that stadium, wasn't there?
Yeah, I know what's behind that. I know the problem. We know the problem. The problem is we don't score. I think in the first half we had 3 or 4 chances, big chances that we should be scoring, and I think that's happened a lot of times this season. But then again, look at the other side. It comes down to obviously my mistake at the end. But I think the chances that we have to be scoring these goals, and the game's completely different if we score early on with the chances that we do make.
Why do you think that is? Why do you not think you're scoring these opportunities and this pattern's emerging?
I don't know. Of course, maybe just not clinical enough. I don't really know what else to say to that. Obviously, I obviously said about that, but then obviously go down to the other end, and what I did is totally the opposite, and it's disappointing, that I lost us a point in the end. But I think if you look from the first half, we could have been 3-0 up.
What does this result do for your ambitions around finishing in the top 4?
I think it changes nothing. It's of course still in our hands. I think we have to kick ourselves from the position that we was in. We was obviously very comfortable, but now you could say there is a real chase. Teams around us are picking up points, but of course we still have one game in hand. So yeah, like I said, it's in our hands, and yeah, that's all I can say really.
Okay, thanks for your time tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, that was the latest winning goal conceded in the Premier League by Manchester United ever.
Ever?
Ever.
Whoa.
But he was talking about the free kick. He didn't think it was.
First of all, credit Luke Shaw coming out and doing the interview. It's obviously really difficult for him. This is the incident he's talking about. And Ciso, who was probably the best player on the pitch today, he just lifts it over Luke Shaw's head. Look, I think he's going to get the ball on the other side, and Ciso, in my opinion. He obstructs him. Well, if he goes down soft, of course he is. He's South American. He's going to go down soft. But I think with the touch that he makes, he's going to get it on the other side. Luke just obstructs him a little bit. But those guys, Peter, they're always going to go down there. I mean, that's...
Yeah, I don't know. I'm a little bit on the fence with that one. Yes, there's an arm there, but I mean, he's making a meal of it. And Marion, the referee, all game long, dismissed all of that. All the play acting, he was very good at that. True. And then right at the end of the game, he gives a free kick away. And not only that, he also books Luke Shaw there. And I don't know, that might have played in Luke Shaw's, on Luke Shaw's mind. He's trying to explain why the hand was up there. He couldn't even do that. And he might have gotten a little nudge. But it's a problem that Manchester United have, is not scoring any goals whatsoever on the many, many chances they have in a game like this. And then 2 or 3 mistakes, builds the insecurity at the back. We saw that in the last 15 minutes. It was it was play against one goal, up to one goal. De Gea had to make a few saves. And then Luke, he gets penalised, get booked, and then he does this the next minute.
And at first, you didn't think it was actually a penalty, did you? But then,
in all fairness, I have to say I didn't see these angles, and I've only just seen them very, very quickly. And I was a little bit suspicious because he was so quick by the screen. You know, it was like he'd been told it is a penalty, but just for, you know, for visuals, go and have a look yourself. But of course, when you see the angles, it's a very, very clear penalty. And I've got no complaints. I think overall, Brighton absolutely deserved it. So they wasn't an onslaught in the first half, but they survived a couple of really, really big chances. And once they did that, I thought they played brilliant and entertaining as well.
well, the penalty was scored and delivered beautifully by McAllister, and he is pitchside with Jules.
Yeah, do you know what, Alexis, you were just watching back your penalty there. What a way to win the game. How are you feeling right now?
Very, very happy. It was an amazing win. To win it in the last minute is something special for us and for the fans. So it was an unforgettable night for us.
Alexis, obviously that's a huge victory for the football club. Takes us up to, I think, 6th place. What is the feeling around Europe next year and making that grade? Obviously got 2 games in hand, so looking in a really good position at the moment.
Yeah, the feeling is, and our desire is to get an European spot. Of course, we know how hard it is in this league, but we've got the dream. We are playing very good football, and today we play an amazing game. So we will be there 100%. But let's see what this season brings for us.
When you look at the table, at the moment, it seems to everyone else that 5th or 6th place seems to be the aim for Brighton. But are you looking higher than that? Can the Champions League still be achieved?
I think it's hard, of course. The dream is there, but I think it's very hard to get there. But I think for this club to get the 5th or the 6th position will be very important. So that's our aim.
How much are you enjoying playing in that midfield, Alexis, with Caicedo next to you and Mitoma running up the left wing, Solly on the right? I mean, it must be a joy to play in, and especially the intricate way you play.
Yeah, it's so nice, and as I said before, it's easier to play with them. They are a fantastic player.
Than me.
They are a fantastic player, and the way we play as a team as well, it helps us. So we really enjoy it, and I think you can see it when we play.
Yeah, it's amazing to watch Brighton at the moment and the football that you're playing. Let's go back to that incident late on in the game then, when the penalty was won, because it almost felt like the game was just going to end as a goalless draw. But then the handball incident comes. Now, where you're stood on the pitch, did you see this?
No, I didn't see it. But then Danke and Undav went straight to the referee, so then I realised that it was going to be a penalty.
And then you took your time with this. I was sat with Glenn, and Glenn was like, wow, he's taking his time over this one. How did you keep your composure?
Yeah, it's like a ritual that I have. Of course, I practice penalties and free kicks during the week. And I take my time and before take the penalty or the free kick, 6 or 7 seconds to breathe and focus on the ball, to know where I'm going to hit it. This time it was nice that I scored it.
You scored every single one you've taken in the Premier League this season, 6 out of 6.
Yeah, that's nice. That's why I try to practice every single week and get better.
But nothing, you can do all the practice you want on the training field, but nothing can ready you for that situation. And you waited that long, you could almost hear a pin drop in here. The atmosphere died right down and all eyes were on you. Yeah,
I like it because I feel like all the stadium is with me. I know that they were very nervous as well because it was the last minute, but we were all together and it was an amazing penalty, an amazing win.
Yeah, what a penalty, Glenn.
Yeah, really, really good penalty. I mean, it finished with aplomb, like I said earlier, and ended off a really special night at the Amex.
It did, and the celebrations at the final whistle were incredible. This place was absolutely bouncing. And then when you went back into the dressing room, you were leading these celebrations, Alexis. Tell us what happened in there.
No, just celebration. Of course, we are very happy, but at the same time, we know that we have another important game on Monday. So now it's time to rest, of course, celebrate today, and then do our best on Monday.
And Monday will be a very different game with Everton fighting for their lives, won't it?
Yeah, we know the way they want to play. We know the manager. and they are a very tough team. They are fighting for relegation, as you said. So it will be a very important game for both. So I'm sure it will be a very nice football game for our fans.
Yeah, you've had a run of away games, haven't you? And now back-to-back home wins. As you say, another home game to come on Monday night against Everton. How much do you need the backing of the fans for this last run-in?
We really need them. I think Roberto said it a couple of times in press conference. But we feel the support from them, and that's very important for us and for every football team. We feel that they are with us, and of course it helps us to play better and do our best.
Alexis, thank you so much. We appreciate your time. A massive 3 points for Brighton tonight, Zima.
Thank you very much indeed, Jules. Yes, it was a massive 3 points. And I'll tell you something, the manager will be delighted. Let's hear from him now. Here he is, Roberto De Zerbi.
Well, congratulations, Roberto. How do you sum that win up?
I'm really happy, really delighted for the performance, for the result. I think there is a god of football, because we deserve to win in semi-final and we lost in penalty, and today we won fraud, one penalty for us. And both games, I think we played better than United. And the last result was unfair.
Take us through the moment you had the penalty. We saw you couldn't look, you were covering your eyes.
Yes, because it was a very tough moment, and I preferred don't see.
It was a game that was end to end. What do you feel your team did well this evening?
But we made a mistake with Mitoma in the first minute, second minute, I don't know. And then we played a fantastic game. We dominated the game against one incredible team, one great team. But I think my players deserve to win another time.
What does this result say about the direction that Brighton are going in and their progress?
At the moment, nothing. We have to play another 6 games, 6 very tough games. And Monday we will play the first game very tough against Everton, and we have to win, because if we don't win against Everton, we lose these 3 points.
Well, a massive win for De Zerbi, and there you can see him celebrating in the dressing room. I mean, they've had a really good time as of late. They're coming off the back before this Manchester United victory of beating Wolves 6-0. De Zerbi described that performance as the best in his career. Now they've just beaten Manchester United. He's in a good place.
He's in a good place. He's done a really, really good job. He's made them play attractive